We played it. I played it for a few people. First, 8-Ball MJG had it. They had a song called Alcohol and Weed. And I didn't think that could go with So Far. They were kind of upset. You know, cause I was like, yo, where's the clean version, man?
Right.
You know, and they never, I was like, how you gonna clean this up, man? Like, I'm trying to get on the charts.
What was the alcohol?
Alcohol and weed. Alcohol and weed. It was like, it could be a nice anthem, but how far can it go? And then Benzino and Birdman did some over the track. Cause that's when I was just sending CDs to everybody, man. And yeah, I know that's your favorite rapper right there, Benzino. That's your guy.
No, shout out to Zeno.
Yeah, that's my
shout out to Zeno.
Benzino, everybody tried to rap.
Like I ain't
even
you said Benzino and Birdman.
Oh, and it didn't.
You don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about, son. You said Benzino and Birdman.
Oh, video game.
Right. I'm just saying.
Show enough.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't the most lyrical track.
Oh my God, man. He was, I was like, no, you guys know you can't have that. And I was like, yo, how did you even get that?
Oh, that's crazy.
How did you get that instrumental? But it's a dude, one of my homeboys used to be in the studio, had a copy of it, and he thought he was doing me a favor. Like, man, yo, he gonna put you in Source Magazine and everything. I'm like, no, I already been in Scratch Magazine. I'm good.
Yeah. Wow.
But and I swear I was wondering how the hell they got that instrumental. Straight up, man. And I'm like, how the fuck, man? And so yeah, of course, I rejected that one, man. I went with that. Shout out to Birdman.
No, it was mad love. No, mad love.
Man, yo, choices, man. Come on, I have that right.
You know,
I have that right. And I'm like, no, dude, we're not gonna do that. So. But I'm gonna tell you.
Make me piss on myself.
But I'm gonna tell you. So
shout out to Jerry Barrow, Scratch Magazine.
But I'm gonna keep 100. Once again, New York.
Yeah.
New York has played a major part in that song, What You Know. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because around that time, I had my popping, and that's when that's kind of how I was moving tracks around, because it was a little shaky with me and them for a minute.
Right.
You know,
you and who?
And Grand Hustle.
Right.
Because I felt that, hey man, it's time for my producer rate to go up. You know, y'all got cats on here getting 30K a track. Y'all still got me at 17. Man, who bringing the singles? Let's turn these numbers up.
Right.
You know, Craig and Mike, they was with it. But Tiffany was like, oh man, you trying to burn through the budget. I'm like, motherfucker, you get that per show. More than that, you know? So let's do this. And so when I played that song for Tip, he did a hook to it. And it was crazy. The magic was in the room. Everybody was loving it. But when G. Roberson and Gene came to Atlanta and they wanted Tip to play some songs and listen, you know, just for the new album, they heard about that song, but he didn't play that for them. But when they came to my studio, it was like, hey man, I heard y'all got a whole nother record, man. Where's that? I said, yeah, I got it. Ain't nothing but a hook to it. And when I played that shit, it was like, that's the fucking single. Why did he didn't play that shit? I was like, man, you know, just some shit. You know, they trying to see what they can do without me. You know what I mean? You know, I love them dudes.
Yeah.
But they, you know,
Yeah.
But they had, you know, they was trying to get other producers,
Right.
you know, who came close to the sound. And I was raising hell to Atlantic about that. I'm like, how can y'all try to fuck with some cats who, you know, who mimiking my shit instead of just dealing with me direct? Like, why the fuck? Come on, man.
Is that how it is? Like, okay, producer produces hits, then your price goes up, and they try to find like a cheap replacement.
Sometimes, yeah, they'll try to.
Remember what
get this from
said
anywhere.
yesterday? That's why he's asking. About home
They figure we can get this from anywhere. You know, oh, we got such got some beats like that. Nah, it's a difference.
Yeah.
I actually come in and produce. I'm not giving you beats. I'm giving you the cadence and everything. I'm fucking around. I'm even there for the mix, mastering if I goddamn feel like flying.
Right.
You know, from beginning to end, literally. You know.
Right.
So, yeah, man, it took for them to really push the pen on that, because Tip, he was digging it, but when G and them put that fire behind it, it was like, listen, man, you're gonna have to finish this record. This is the one. And then when they told Mike and them about it, it was like, yeah, man, we're gonna give you whatever you want for this, man, you know. So we worked out something. You know, I ended up working it out with Mike and Craig more than the Grand Hustle.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, it was perfect.
That's crazy. Why would Grand Hustle not just?
Hey man, it's just how shit go. And I honestly want me to tell you.
Yes, I do want you to tell me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you some real shit. And a lot of cats don't say
you
this.
To tell me some real shit.
When you think of lot of situations, and you try not, I'm not trying to use this as an excuse, but it is an excuse. Because as you get older, you'll say, that was a little fucked up. Even when you think about people say, you know, with Luke.
Right.
A lot of people got fucked around with Luke down there. You know, shout out to Luke. But a lot of people didn't get what they deserved. You know what I mean? For selling a lot of records. But you got to think, this was like a 26-year-old exec.
Yeah.
Master P, young. A lot of people ain't happy about how that came about.
Right.
But now that you're older, you'll say, that shit was wrong. It was a little fucked up.
Right.
So Tip and Jay, they was, shit, I'm like 10 years older than Tip. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they didn't get it, but later on, they were like, that's why we still cool now, because they know, like, that was a little fucked up.
Fucked up.
You know?
Is it that classic, some day ones want to keep you at day one?
Yeah, it might be a little bit of that too, you know?
Okay, so can we mix that in with the fact that these young executives learn the game from dudes who are used to
old grimy motherfuckers?
Yeah, you do executives who are used to screwing people over.
Yeah.
And then really
it could be a little bit of that, and it's a little bit of that, and I would say it's a little bit of just not knowing, just thinking that you're doing the right thing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
if you learned it from this dude,
and
this is what he's been doing.
But I wouldn't. But even with that situation, I wouldn't say they learned that from anybody, because neither one of them really had experience with nobody.
So you don't think somebody might have been in their ear trying to tell them, here's a savvy business practice, do it this way?
You know what? It might have been their attorney.
Some type of
influence. It might have been their attorney or somebody got in their ear.
That's
but I don't think it was another exec though.
No, it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, just another seasoned person could have gotten
who knows paperwork and said, this is how it's normally done.
Yeah.
Do it this way.
Yeah, pay him this. And I was like, oh man, that fee got to go up. But see, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if y'all know
your shit went up after that.
Hell yeah. What? 50 plus. 50 no less than 40. Yeah.
Well, other people had to be coming to you by now.
Hell yeah. But see, I'm gonna tell you, straight up, that's when I end up getting the respect back from them, is when they saw that I started bringing the fire to other people. And that's how shit happens,
Right.
It just happens. That's how I go. And I don't know if you noticed, but on that T.I. versus T.I.P. album, I was nowhere to be found.
I did notice that.
Yeah.
And see, and that's when I found out that they were paying Wyclef almost $70,000 a track and didn't want to give me no more than 20 something. I was like, bro, I'm gonna sit back on this one. So I'm just gonna get my hustle on, fuck with Jeezy, Ye and all the rest of them. I just started going crazy.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.